Hi, I'm Alessandro. I'm from Italy. I'm part of Chaos League collective. We are LARP makers and activists. And my involvement in Larpocracy project is about Work Package 6, which is being the bridge between the consortium and the domain expert panel, which is a group of experts that works in LARP adjacent field. And we make sure that there is a communication flow between the project and this expert panel to address aspects that maybe we cannot figure it out as a consortium, so they will help us and challenge us in a positive way.
Oh, hello. My name is Mafalda Morganti. I come from Italy. I'm part of the Chaos League collective, and I'm a trainer, facilitator, and a learning and development consultant. On the project of Larpocracy, I'm involved in supporting Chaos League implementing the project over different work packages, but more specifically, we are in charge of leading work package 6, which is the domain expert panel that is acting as a bridge in between the different kind of word and realms and other expertise that are out there in the world beside the academic world of Larpocracy and game design, and see how we can take the best out of those expertise and apply it to the world of LARP.
I am Fuoco Balduzzi. I come from Italy. I am part of the Chaos League collective. I am a LARP designer and a game designer and an activist. And I am involved in Larpocracy as a practitioner with Chaos League. We're involved in several different work packages. We're in charge of work package 6, which is the domain expert panel.
Larpocracy to me is a great opportunity to meet people and change my mind on some topics. And during the first meeting we had, I really had to think about what is democracy for me, what is participation. And those were very good challenge to not take things for granted and use this mindset that shifted for producing something better or something new for the future.
Larpocracy to me is a beautiful opportunity exactly to create a multitude of connections in between the different realms. What I love the most about it is the aspect of transferability and how the aim is to reach out to different realities and find different ways on how LARP and LARP adjacent methodologies can work in the direction of supporting democracy, but not only in the strict sense of the word that, as we are understanding, is extremely various.
Larpocracy to me is, I think, one of the first massive undertakings of trying to create some sort of literacy about LARP, which is up until now a very kind of grassroots, incredibly powerful artistic and social tool. And a very solid step forward to understand how that can create a fertile ground for discussions on democracy and democracy literacy among people of the entire world, which is something very needed at the moment.
LARP is a great tool for democracy because it's all about create relationship and decide, build agreement that people agree with and behave accordingly. So it's like redefine the rules of being together. It can be in a fictional world, but what you experience in the fictional bubble of the LARP then can stick with you when you go back into real world. And so LARP can really transform your idea and your daily practice.
I believe that LARP can serve as a tool to democracy by acting and enabling the grassroots work. We were discussing how community building is a fundamental aspect of democracy, and I think that LARP excels at creating exactly that, the connection in between people that brings them together and makes them act as a community, and that is, for me, the first step that leads into democracy.
I absolutely do. And one of the reasons why I think that is an incredible tool for democracy is because, as different from other art forms, is one of the most intuitive and cheap, which is good to mention, ways of creating personal narratives. So if you're creating tools that can be used by anyone, it's very, very useful to give opportunities to people and groups of people that wouldn't normally have access to artistic self-expression to create their own stories and share them and make them heard.